Take a look at this. I have here a new smartphone. This is the brand new Sony Xperia 1 II. The latest in Sony's Xperia line. It's unique in its focus on content creation, but more specifically content enthusiasts, like yours truly. The sheer number of features and power available in smartphones today is pretty wild when you think about it, but this one borrows a lot of features from Sony's other products to make something a little different. The Xperia 1 II puts much of its focus into two areas: capturing content with a professional level of control and presenting your media in the best way possible. The phone comes with apps like Cinema Pro and Photo Pro, which not only enable manual control, but derive their features and even menus from Sony's professional camera lines. Taking a look at Cinema Pro, everything from the menu to the color profiles are borrowed from Sony's high-end Cine Alta line of cameras. Now obviously the sensor size is not the same, though that would be something, wouldn't it? But the menus and operation are clearly based on the layout of a cinema camera. You'll notice both exposure and audio level meters on the left, along with the basic format, media, and battery stats on the bottom. On the right side is where it gets interesting. 4K video now shoots up to 60 FPS. The wonderful Venice color space look returns here, taking its name from Sony's motion picture camera, the Venice, giving you cinematic color straight out of camera. As before, all controls here are fully manual, meaning you can customize ISO, white balance, shutter angle, and even focus. And get this, you can even program in focus marker points, meaning that yes, you guessed it, you can automate a rack focus and even the speed of the rack focus right through the menus. Over on the photo side, the inspiration comes straight from Sony's own A9 camera, though users of any Sony mirrorless will recognize a lot here. Powered by the Bion's X for mobile engine, AF has been refined and tracks incredibly well, utilizing 247 phase detection AF points. This is beginning to sound a lot like a camera review. You can burst shoot up to 20 FPS, and it's actually pretty surprising how many manual controls the app provides. Besides the basic exposure and white balance controls, you also have AF customization, focus area selection, metering modes, and EV adjustments that make this one of the most powerful smartphone cameras I've ever seen. Now on both setups you have access to 3 rear cameras with 16mm, 24mm, and 70mm Zeiss optics, giving you a lot of flexibility in composing your shots. Not to mention it adds to the whole cinematography experience. Like the original, the Xperia 1 II features a 21:9 ratio screen and gives super deep black levels on a 4K HDR OLED display. Creator mode, which touts professional level color accuracy, returns here, though it now can be selected automatically for apps that utilize it best, while still allowing the phone to use its standard full color gamut for other apps. Now, there's also a white balance option that even shows you the Kelvin points for each setting, allowing you to precisely choose your white balance reference point. Pretty cool. Image enhancements are also available thanks to the X1 for mobile processor, which is borrowed from Sony's Bravia TV line. Finally, there's now a motion blur reduction feature. Sony promises a lot here with audio as well, but I don't have audiophile reference sources or headphones to test. But I gotta say, thank you, Sony, for bringing back the 3.5mm headphone jack. Yes, that's right, it's back. The Xperia 1 II not only brings back the wired connection, but promises a huge improvement in the signal noise, producing better left-right channel separation. And on the wireless side, high-resolution audio via Sony's LDAC brings much higher quality sound to Bluetooth headphones supporting the format. There's support for Dolby Atmos, 360 reality audio, and even something called DSEE, or Digital Sound Enhancement Engine. Sony claims that through AI, sound quality can be improved even in lower bitrate audio, working on everything from local files to streaming audio played on the device. Now, in case you're wondering about sound input, which I know is a concern for filmmakers, at this time we couldn't find a way to get audio into the Xperia, but for filmmakers at least, the internal microphone does provide a scratch track for any recordings you make. And while we can't say for sure, it's possible that a USB-C microphone might work. If you're a gamer, the Xperia's Game Enhancer app is worth looking into. The performance mode reduces frame lag, increases touchscreen response, and frame rate. You can record your gameplay using the app as well, plus, if you've got a PS4, you can even connect a DualShock 4 controller to the phone. Well, that's a lot. Naturally, with all this improved processing and expanded feature set, the Xperia 1 II sees its processor updated to the Snapdragon 865. It's not only faster, but now also brings 5G connectivity to the phone. There's now 8 GB of RAM, while storage is doubled to 256 gigs. For those who love to expand their storage, I know I'm one of them, the micro SD slot now allows cards up to 1 TB. Lastly, the battery has been bumped up to 4,000 milliamps and now supports wireless charging. So that is it for the Sony Xperia 1 II. Given how much this phone borrows from Sony's other lineups, this offers a little something for almost everyone. I'm Doug with B&H, and I'll see you next time.